Samford, for God, for learning forever, to start something from scratch. I mean, by the grace of God, I mean, literally, it's hard to believe it's been 25 years, but I can actually remember the day that 𝐤𝐸 was the athletic director at the time, called me and said, hey, I'm the athletic director at Samford University. Your name came up. We're going to start a women's basketball program, and I want to talk to you about it. We're going to start a women's basketball program. We're going to do it the right way at Samford University. I was in an office with no desk, no chair, no locker room, no players, no balls, and we are starting a program. And as they say, the rest is history. It's probably some of the best times of my life.
Samford University, the women's basketball program as a whole, has created a culture that's a loving environment that accepts you for who you are, but also pushes you to be better than what you think you can do.
I got along with everybody on the team. I could hang out with anybody on the team. It didn't matter who it was. And so I just feel like everyone welcomes you with open arms. And so that's the word that always comes to mind when I think of my 4 years. It was just a big family.
I don't know how many times I can say this, but it's family, you know, it's just focused on the family. Like, even though we're a team, like, it's bigger than that. Like I said, it goes from top to bottom. It's not just basketball.
And so I think that the culture that Samford has put forth, from a women's basketball perspective I can speak from, it has created better people, better women, and those who go out into the community to do good things for others as well.
Look at the excitement down at Samford tonight. A huge crowd for the women's selection show, and Samford got bumped all the way up to a 13 seed. That's good. They're going to play Florida State down in Auburn, a close venue for the Samford fans.
Getting that experience of playing in the championship game of the Southern Conference, you know, we went from, I think, the OVC to that conference, which that time I thought was a step up, and we continue to get better, even though we advance in the level of conference play. So even though we lost, we got to go to the WNIT, and we're fortunate enough that our school wanted to host, and I know that takes money, so and they committed to that. We got Ole Miss to come to our school.
Rebels inbound, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Nelson will put up a floater that is no good, and the Bulldogs are going to the second round of the women's NIT.
And play and beat Ole Miss in the first round of the WNIT. And I thought just playing in postseason, playing in a national tournament like the WNIT, really prepared and got a taste of maybe we want to do the NCAA the next year. They were driven. I just seriously tried to stay out of the way as much as possible because they had a mission, and I don't think we had a close game in the tournament. I think we beat someone by 30 or 40, or we beat in the semifinals we won by 10 or 15 over Davidson maybe. I can't remember. And then in the championship game we beat App State by I think 10 or 12. And you know, that was a joy, just a tremendous experience.
2011 Southern Conference Women's Basketball Tournament Championship Trophy goes to the Samford Bulldogs.
As a coach, you want your players to experience the best. You want your players to experience what that's like winning a championship. You want your players to reach the top. And this year we did.
Oh man, I could go for memories for days. I think, obviously, like you said, winning is something that, you know, being able to climb the ladder and cut the nets is just a feeling that you don't get often. Probably the best championship memory was when we won the regular season at Mercer. I mean, the women, the people in that locker room, the coaches, like, if that's one of those if you know moments, and it was just seeing the joy on their faces is something that you can never take back. But one of the distinct memories I remember is my first year. We had a girl named Leslie Golden who didn't get to play a lot. You know, she didn't play a lot over her career, but she was invested. She was all in. She wanted our team to win whatever it took, whatever her role was. And in our last regular season game, we're playing for a championship, and she got in and got fouled and made her free throws. And I mean, the entire arena, the bench, just, I mean, I had goosebumps. People on the bench were crying. Her mom was crying.
Everybody loved Leslie. She works really, really hard. And so everybody just wanted her to finish off her season kind of like that. And the fact I remember her mom crying, watching it back, her mom was crying. So I just really enjoyed that moment for her.
It just is one of those moments that is so rewarding to see a kid like that enjoy that moment in a championship game. And you know, I have goosebumps right now talking about it because it's just, those are memories that will stick with you forever. And for a kid who didn't really get an opportunity to play a lot through her career, to be able to have that moment was really neat.
In another 25 years, you know, I think just continuing to get better. Like we said, the culture has been great, and I think that is in large part because of the coaches now and the coaches we've had before. Unfortunately, I wasn't a part of those teams, but I've learned through the players that were here, you know, how influential those people were, just to be making them better individuals, and then that leads to the team, and so, or the team growing. And so I just think continuing to get better, and it's not all about winning. Like obviously that's what you're trying to do when you're playing basketball, but just continuing to have successful women, independent women, and growing us as individuals. I think in 25 years, like, as long as we stay with it now and we build the foundation, like, the coaches and the players who come will continue to do that.
I think right now, I've kind of been seeing a little bit of the games, but it seems like the women's program is just growing and growing and growing. Like I said, when our senior year, Coach Carly came in, we won the regular season, and we ended up winning the conference tournament. And I'm hoping that the women's basketball team can just continue that legacy of winning and the competitive nature of Samford women's basketball.
Samford's a special place to me. It really is a special place. And I think that whether you work there or whether you're a student athlete, you should leave there. I've got tears in my eyes right now because it should touch your heart. And I think that is why that, you know, for God, for learning, forever, that's the Samford way.